is impulse. Put very simply, impulse is just the change in momentum of an object. We can write that down by saying mv minus mu. In other words, the momentum that that object had after the impact, take away the momentum it had before the impact. This is the ball. Starts off with zero momentum because it's not moving, and I can give it some momentum. The change in momentum that that just had is called the impulse. But there are two factors that I can change that will affect the change in momentum. Factor number one is the force that I apply during that contact. Okay, large force or a small force. That would be F. The second thing I can change is the time at which that force is in contact with the object in question. Okay, so I can either make that a really short time of contact or a really long time of contact. So force of contact times the time of contact. Right, so let's put this into a bit of perspective by giving a realistic scenario. Let's imagine that I am in Las Vegas and I'm about to box Floyd Mayweather. Okay, now I know what you're thinking, slight mismatch, but I'll go easy on him until round 5. In round 5, that's when I would bring in the big guns, and he would start to lag, and I'd use some nifty footwork and give him a right hook. Contest over. Let's analyse that right hook. I've got two options in which to knock Floyd Mayweather out. Okay. Now in both of these scenarios, we're going to say that the change in momentum of Floyd's head is the same. So it starts not moving and his head moves off at the same velocity in both these scenarios. Okay? So if we consider scenario 1, I decide inexplicably to fasten some pillows onto my fists. Not sure if that's part of the regulation, but hey ho. Now, a pillow is squashing, right? You can compress it. So what's going to happen is that the time at which my fist is in contact with Mr. Mayweather's face is going to be quite long, because the pillow is compressing. So that means that my p-value is big. That means that I don't need so much force in order to change his momentum. Remember, this side of the equation is staying exactly the same. So naturally, the force of impact would decrease to make that the same. Not particularly good, a lot less likely to knock him out. So alternatively, I could ditch the pillow, and I could even ditch the glove, right? And we could go at it bare knuckle style. My knuckles don't compress quite as well as that pillow. Therefore, in scenario 2, the time at which I'm in contact with Floyd's face is going to decrease. Now, in order to achieve the same change in momentum, to get his head moving at the same speed at the end of the impact, what am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to exert more force, which is obviously no problem for me. So we've got F increasing. Okay. So impulse is both the change in momentum and the force multiplied by the time of contact of that object. And if you force yourself to spend the time to learn this, I'm pretty sure that your momentum in this subject will change drastically.